Hello everyone, and welcome to the STC Ultimate Ascension 2025. I'm here commentating Noah Altensee versus Mal Messiah, one of the most hyped matches of the tournament. You know, round 3, the winner of this will advance to the winner's bracket finals and will face Nugglei in the winner's bracket finals. So, pretty high stakes match here. Mal has definitely practiced a lot. Noah Altensee probably hasn't practiced as much for this individual match, but maybe the better player on paper. So, wait, what is it? 1 second. Can you guys... I don't know if the YouTube stream is working. Hello? Okay. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm just gonna hope everything's working correctly. Whoa. We're having some issues with the stream, guys. I don't know what just happened to my Roblox. Why can't I click it? Okay. I guess we're back. I'm really unsure what that was about. But yeah, Noah Altensee finishing a 32-8 in practice there. Not really the best time. Not what he's going to be looking for at all. Both these players are looking for 32 4 touches for sure. Possibly, 32 3 touches, especially if we really start to, if we need to really push our lines just to get the win, we can maybe see a 32 3 from Noah Altensee especially. Just a few frames separate these two on IGT on this map. EGT, sorry. And although Noah should be favored in this match, I really think Mal is just a solid enough tournament competitor that, an upset can happen here, especially because Noah's less consistent. He practices less for tournaments because he knows he has the base skill. However, that can come to haunt him. Oh, both of them messing up at the same section of the side slope. That's definitely the biggest choke point of this map. However, players like Mal and Noah, they should be able to get it down pretty consistent, so it is odd to see them both mess that up. Neither of them opting for the M9, just playing it skipless, which definitely the best strategy for this match. I'm not sure what maps they're doing skips on. Like Pastel, Mal could have a huge chance on that if they're doing skips on it. Mal taking quite a bit of practice here. That is something that Mal likes to do. Just squeeze out as much practice as you can. Obviously, Mal being such a strong tournament competitor, but in the last tournament, the STC World Championships, he didn't really perform as expected. Didn't get super far into the tournament. Just had a rough draw. Facing Chris instantly in the loser's bracket, losing to Shane in a very close round 1 match. So he didn't make it very far. I know he was a little disappointed. This tournament, he's gone further, making it to the semifinals of the winner's bracket. However, I'm sure, winner's bracket finals appearance will be really, really confidence boosting for him in future tournaments. Because he does have the skill required for, achieving something like that. But we will be heading on to round 1 here, I believe. Alright. Round 1 here. Oh, oh, Noah Altensee instantly starts with a mistake. This is what I mean by Noah's inconsistency. Obviously, he's such a solid player, but he can't stop making mistakes. Oh, he might have been seam locked. Yeah, that would make sense. Because he didn't mess up the start. Oh, Mal the DNF. Bro, okay, wait. Oh. Oh, Matt, bro, what the okay. Oh my gosh, did Noah Altensee just get slope sunk again? Or what's going on here? Alright, we're gonna count both of Mal's runs. I don't know why. We're just having a little bit of miscommunication here. Alright. We should have Mal AFK, so now we can at least see Noah's round 1. I mean, yeah, the mistakes, however, Noah was making mistakes that might not have been caused by Seamlock, so. I mean, definitely an interesting start to the match. Everything will clear up in just a couple of rounds, so don't worry about this, guys. Noah finishes his first race, 32-6 IGT, beating Mouse. What is what? Oh my god, Mal. AFK, bro. Okay. Round 2 for Noah Altensee. Then everything should be perfectly cleared up after this. I was a little confused because Noah was saying, like, I won't ask for 2 redos, so. But he did ask for 2 redos. Alright. Noah finishes the second round of 32-4 IGT, much stronger. And we are finally back to sanity here for round 3. I mean, Mal's definitely at a disadvantage here. Starting out with the 32-7 is definitely not great. And we all know against Shane, he performed very poorly on Islander, definitely not to anyone's standards. Like, I didn't live up to anyone's standards, really. I mean, he was getting, like, really high 32s and 33s, which is definitely not up to par. I mean, if you're playing someone like Noah Altensee, you basically have to get 32 4s. Oh! Noah Altensee falls! Mal, there's a lot of advantage to be gained here from Mal as he gets a decent slope. Doesn't get a huge slope sink. Or steal. Oh, 32-6 IGT is not great, though. I mean, Mal needs to start getting at least 0.5 IGTs if he wants a chance. Obviously, Mal could be getting quite a bit of end lag. I know he mentioned that on his 32-7, but still not a great sign. Noah's consistency still needs to be checked. Mal keeping up with him much better this run. Oh, but he gained so much time there. Yeah, he's probably a 10th ahead now. If he can just stay consistent. Oh, that was close. Noah cutting these corners very tight. Very risky player, but it seems to be panning out for him as he falls. Just as I say that, the commentary curse as Mal finishes a 32-7 IGT. Noah seems to be stopping out of like emotion. However, it's definitely not over. I mean, he does have 2 counting runs, or just 2 runs. I mean, he has plenty of leeway here. Definitely nothing to be really worried about. Round 5 here, however. Noah Altensee does need to finish this run out. A solid run at that. Probably 32.6 IGT is going to be required. If Mal can finish out a strong 32.5, that would be huge for him. Oh, what a wobbly line to start. Noah Altensee doesn't seem to be safetying too hard. He does need a good run, so that does make sense. However, Noah's just such a strong player. I mean, we'll probably finish this out, really. Oh, Mal. Odd run for Mal. Noah falls! Noah will fall! Wow. As Mal finishes at 32.6. Mal takes map 1. No, Noah 3 DNFs in a row for him. This is a very ideal situation for Mal. I mean, starting out down 2 runs, both of them slower than Noah's runs, but, you know, Noah's inconsistency really showing in the last 3. I mean, it wouldn't be something I'm super worried about for future maps. However, that's just going to be a point to Mal. Mal just has less ground to cover from here on out. And we now enter one of the most tieable maps on Crystal Mine. I mean, if you're playing skipless here, it should be 24 threes, 24 fours every single run from both of them. I mean, you can see how close they are. Mal opting for more practice. Probably a decent strategy. I do like, you know, how Mal takes his practice. I mean, ignoring that fall. I mean, I think Noah's strategy of just finishing out 1 run isn't really the optimal practice strategy. You don't really fix any of the inconsistencies he may have by not practicing much. As we know, Noah's not much of a tournament practicer at all, compared to Mal, who's one of the strongest practicers in the game. And that's where his advantage comes in. He irons out his mistakes before he makes them, compared to Noah, who only corrects his mistakes after they've already been made and already damaged his average. Practice 2 here. Noah Altensee complaining about Mal's long practice, but I mean, the key to success is putting in practice. And, you know, I agree on some maps it can get excessive, but I mean, on such a tieable map like Crystal Mine, you need every advantage you can get. Any frame that you can save consistently, any frame you can save consistently is going to be a huge advantage, because we are just going to be fighting for point 3s. Whoever, oh my god, 24-4 IGT tie in practice 2. We're just going to be fighting to see who can get the most point 3 touches in the 5 runs. That will determine the winner of Crystal Mine. Obviously, Noah's a little bit favored. However, I don't believe he has EGT record. I don't think Mal does either. So, this is not a super far match. I mean, Mal could definitely take this, definitely tie this. I mean, a 24-3 average flat is definitely possible for both of them. However, we'll see if both of them can deal with maybe a couple of the harder points in this map. What? Oh, just a lag spike there from Noah. Oh, Mal! Oh, that's a rough death for Mal there. Shouldn't really be making those mistakes. I mean, he's just going to be giving up an attempt to Noah. 24-5 IGT is not ideal. I'm assuming most 24-3 touches are going to finish at 24-4, so 24-5s might not cut it. Mal fails the steam. Getting unlucky here in round 1. Finishing the run out just in case. Round 2 here, and obviously skipless. I kind of would prefer if they played skip on this map. However, it is, of course, their discretion. However, I do think them playing skipless is going to be an advantage towards Noah. Just him being the strongest skipless player, so we'll see how that factors in. Noah does seem to have a little bit of better start lag, so keep that in mind. He did seem to start out just before Mal. Mal maybe losing like a frame or two to Noah, however, he's keeping up somewhat well. Will probably be a 10th behind IGT, though. No, a 24-5 IGT tie. Maybe a little bit of end lag from Noah there. However, the same can be said for Mal. I was expecting to see a couple more 24-4 IGTs, but I'm sure those will come. Noah, 2 solid runs to Mal's 1. Obviously, another mistake for Mal might be devastating. However, I don't think he's in a position to worry quite yet, but it is something he probably is mentally keeping note of. And yeah, you can see Noah's probably a mix of both start lag and just having a better start line. He'll be a couple frames ahead just throughout the entire run, but maybe Mal gaining a little bit of time back. They seem to be very close. Oh, no, Altensee missing the end zone. There's his entire advantage just wiped out. Both of them having 2 24-5 IGTs, 1 mistake. Oh, DNF for him. Noah Altensee's definitely starting to push his lines a little further. He knows that he's not getting the most amazing runs. 24-4 IGTs are definitely in play. So lines are going to be pushed in these last 2 rounds, I'm sure. Oh, maybe Mal having slightly better lines in round 4. I think no, maybe with the better steams. This will be really close. Oh, Noah by hair gets the first 24-4 IGT. He'll just take a slight advantage in terms of IGT. However, Mal can definitely make that up. Round 5. Obviously, neither of them have too much to lose. However, there's a lot to gain. Both of them having solid averages, but a 24-4 IGT for either of them will be pretty worthwhile. I mean, a 24-3 touch is definitely in play. Both of them seem to be on great runs. Oh, Noah getting another 0.4 IGT. He beats out Mal yet again. He'll take that map IGT-wise by quite a big margin. Next, we got onto Jurassic Coast, the one map that they agreed we might be seeing skips on. So I'm kind of curious how that'll impact them, because I've never really seen either of them play skip super heavily. Obviously, Noah, skip EGT world record holder. This probably favors Noah. Yeah. Mal doesn't seem to be super consistent. Isn't using the best avatar. Oh, yeah. This doesn't look good for Mal. As we saw in the, me versus Chris match, I mean, you can definitely tie some of these M9 runs with skipless. They're definitely tieable. I wouldn't say beatable, but, without a perfect M9, we're looking at 16-2s. So, if Mal plays perfectly, he might want to go for skipless if he really can't find a consistent method. Mal, I don't know why he's choosing to use the heavy arm. Obviously, individual frames aren't going to be the deciding factor in Jurassic Coast. It's going to be who can hit the cleanest M9 fastest. And when you're aiming for just, you know, getting M9 runs in, I don't know why we're using heavy arm. It seems like a pretty big low tournament IQ moment. He seems to hit the M9 relatively consistently though, so it might not be a huge issue, but just in general seems unpolished on the skip compared to someone like Noah. Ooh. It is important to note, once you hit the skip, it's not over. I mean, there are a couple difficult sections of the map. Oh, Mal. Not what you want to see from him here. Yikes. Neither of them finishing practice 2 there. This might be a very volatile map. Round 1, I'm very nervous for both of them. I feel like whoever wins this match will come out of the match feeling like this, you know, was an easy point loss. This seems very takeable for either of them. I'll be favoring Noah just because of his skip EGT world record. However, anything can happen on a map like this. Round 1. Oh, Mal opts for skipless. Well, Noah hits. Noah's going to be has a huge advantage. Mal will gain a little bit in the end. But Noah's probably going to be a 10th or 2 ahead. Oh, Mal, huge slope seal, 16-6. Wow. Terrible run from him. I thought Noah Altensee was on a great pace, but 16-6 is really, really subpar for a player of Mal's caliber. I mean, you should be looking for probably 16-4 or 16-3 IGTs maybe, so 0.3 behind that benchmark already. I do wonder if he'll continue to play skipless, try to get maybe a much better run there. He will. Noah hits skip yet again. It's just so consistent. Can Mal have a better ending? Noah Altensee seems to lose quite a bit of time with ice physics. Mal's slightly better. Ooh, but Noah gets a 16-3 IGT. Mal improves a slight margin. I think I heard Mal switching to M9 Avatar. If I were him, I would wait one more run to do it. If he hits this, it'll go down as a clutch moment. If he doesn't, it could go down as a low IQ tournament blunder. Round 3. Oh, he misses. Noah Altensee's just so consistent at this M9. It's every run for him. Yes, oh my, so much momentum lost there. He could be getting much faster runs. But it doesn't matter. He puts another 16-4 up. Mal needs to get a very fast run this next round. However, his heavy arm might give him the advantage there. I mean, I could definitely see him pulling out a 16-1 or something. And, you know, a 16-1 might seem a little crazy, but it's definitely doable. And will definitely help Mal out. But he is on the brink of desperation. One run away from counting a 16-6 IGT. Noah Altensee already has an average locked in after 3 rounds, which is very, very impressive, you know, using skip. Round 4 here. Is that Mal and skipless? Mal's gonna go skipless for round 4 here. Kind of realizing that maybe that wasn't the optimal play for round 3. Oh, Noah's just so clean. Oh, Mal, huge slope steals. Yeah, Mal's just not playing well. It's like what we saw in me versus Chris. When one player plays skipless on coast, they tend not to play well when you can see the other player on their screen. Even when you know you'll probably be gaining that time back, it's just a huge mental barrier. Mal counts a 16-5 IGT, which is not ideal. Round 5 here. I am curious if Mal will maintain going for skip. He will. Without the heavy arm this time. I'm sure Veg DM'd him. Oh, both of them missing the M9 in the exact same way. I was getting a little tense up from Mal there. I mean, a dream 16-1 was definitely in play, but didn't end up happening. I'm sure Noah Altensee will take Jurassic Coast by quite a large margin. Very impressive skip consistency there from Noah. Nothing to be ashamed of if I were Mal, however. Nothing to be ashamed of, but at the same time, definitely not ideal play from him. I would have been hoping for much more skipless-wise from him. However, I can vouch that, you know, when your opponent's going for skipless becomes just that much harder. And I was putting down like 16-3s as well. Practice 1 here on Canyon, which has kind of been dubbed Mal's map. However, I do still favor Noah a little bit on it. Obviously, neither of them are going for the M9. Mal, maybe slightly better ending, but he takes it too tight. That is a big risk factor here, is how tight do you want to take the end zone? Mal, even taking his, 2-minute practices onto Canyon, really just wants to nail every line. He knows that getting 15-1 might honestly be consistent for him. I'm not sure if that's the case. However, it's definitely in possibilities. I mean, just like Crystal Mine, I do think this map will come down to who can get the most 15.1 touches in the 5 runs. I just feel like this map, there's very few errors you can make outside of slope steals or in messing up the ending, which Mal does seem to be doing quite a bit. I do maybe think Mal has the better lines, though, in the map. I'm not sure who I favor to get more 15-1s. Oh, no Altensee with a 15-2 EGT, though. IGT. This is going to be a really close one. However, Mal really needs to perform here. Noah might put it away on Canyon. Round 1. Good luck to both. They both might need it. Round 1. Honestly, we're just hoping to see solid rounds from both of them on round 1 here. I don't think either of them should really be pushing their lines super hard. Just, get a solid 15-2 touchdown. Oh, did Noah? I can't tell if Noah made a mistake. Mal finishes 0.1 IGT ahead. Noah 15-4 IGT is not ideal. However, map like Canyon, it might not end up mattering. I don't want that to get to Mal's head too hard, though. I don't want him to start pushing his lines to the point where you just, start making dumb mistakes because you're trying to take everything super, super tight. Oh, Noah. Whoa. I can't tell if that was an actual mistake, if that was just a start lag thing. He seemed to go kind of wide at the start there. Maybe losing a 0.1. He's running out of time. He maybe gains a little bit on Mal. Oh, ends actually with the IGT lead, so that might have been nothing at the start. But that's just what I saw. 15-3 from both of them. Again, want to start getting some 15-2s down, especially now. Touches are going to be so important on maps like this and on Crystal Mine. Round 3. Perfection's required on these last 3 runs. I would just go all out, try to get 15-1s. Mal maybe losing a little bit of time to Noah. Oh, Noah gets the first 15-2 IGT of the runs. Mal staying consistent with the 15-3 isn't bad. We're all tied up in terms of IGT average just because Noah has that 15-4 on his first run. Round 4 here. Mal needs to get a really solid run in. He's played really consistently, but consistency doesn't matter anymore. He's locked in a solid average. It's time to go all out. I can't tell if he got like a lag spike. Maybe he's a little further behind at the beginning. Noah seems to be on a very solid run. Mal's gonna hope. Oh, 15-3 IGT draw again. Still IGT average draw heading into round 5. However, round 5. Mal, let's just say Mal really needs to have a good round 5 on Canyoneer. Map 5 might not go too well for him. Not to be superstitious or whatnot. Round 5 here. Everything on the line. I prefer Mal start over Noah Altensee. Noah Altensee loses a lot of time at the start. Maybe got a slope steal. He probably won't benefit off this, so this is all Mal. Can Mal capitalize? Oh, wow. They end with an IGT draw. I wonder if Mal got some end lag there. Because Mal seemed really, really ahead, and Noah still with the IGT win doesn't really make sense there. Noah will take it in terms of IGT. Touches, I'm really, really curious about. Map 5, though, might spell doom for Mal Messiah. Ancient Tomb is one of Noah Altensee's strongest maps. Has the EGT world record by a mile. And Mal is just going to hope that Noah Altensee makes some mistakes, which in recent times, Noah hasn't been super consistent on Ancient Tomb. I know he struggled a bit with some specific rooms, but just in terms of movement, play, Noah is just so much more dominant than Mal on this map. Mal messing up the PDJ. Oh. Yeah, I mean, let's just say this map is definitely full of surprises. I mean, anything can happen here, but Noah Altensee is just the best player on Tomb by a mile. So Mal's definitely going to have to pull out some miracle if he wants a chance. Mal taking his usual 2-minute practice strategy. I think Noah realizes that might be a good strategy to adopt, though. He's going to take more practice on Tomb as well. I know he's been struggling with, I believe, this room in particular recently. Yeah, that didn't seem to be too bad. Oh, there might have been some flickage going on there. Oh, both of them really are struggling with the purple room. Noah, I just feel, can survive it. If Mal needs a perfect run to match Noah's mistake runs. Not because Mal's necessarily a poor player, it's just Noah's that far ahead. Both of them finished 1-minute practice rounds. I do wonder how many sub 33s we're going to see. I mean, me versus Chris, me nor Chris are the best Tomb players. However, we both got a bunch of sub 33s. So when you have a player like Altensee, I mean, we're looking at like every run to be sub 33, which I don't know what Mal's PB is, but I don't think it'd be lower than 32.8. So Mal's going to need to get near PB runs every single time to maybe have a chance. Oh, wow. Weird mistakes from Mal. Practice 2. Noah seems to be on a solid run, though. If he can finish this out strong, this just might be a huge mentality boost for him. Hasn't performed spectacularly, but he finishes a 32.7 IGT. That is definitely sub Mal's PB. So if Noah Altensee can just finish stuff like that in rounds, he should be completely good to go. Tomb is just so versatile, so volatile. Ooh, it's just not super clean for Mal. Maybe he can pray for consistency, but it just doesn't look well. I don't know why I said well, but I don't think Mal's feeling well. But we'll see on round 1 here. That could have been a fluke. I mean, 32.7 is a very, very strong time to get. So I'm not sure that's completely replicable. But if Noah can get a run like that, you know, anytime soon, it might just spell doom for Mal. Round 1. Noah Altensee already just gains so much time on Mal. Mal maybe a little bit of safer strats. Oh, Noah makes the mistake on PDJ. Not a huge time loss. They're neck and neck. This is kind of the situation Mal wants to be in. Oh, huge mistake there. But Noah fails. Mal fails as well. Both of them fall on round 1. Neither of them get the run they want to. That ending sequence can be really, really tricky. So I don't fault either for messing it up. Mal just could have taken a pretty big advantage. I mean, that was kind of the exact position he wanted to be in. It seems like he made another mistake. Noah's going to win this round with a 1-minute 6.5. Definitely not what you want to see from either of them. Mal is just hobbling by to even finish the map. Obviously, some of this can be considered practice. I'm sure, obviously, he's not actually struggling, but it's not what you want to see. It's not what you want to see at all. Alright, round 2 here. Maybe Mal can pray that Noah Altensee messes up PDJ, messes up ending. But knowing Noah Altensee's prowess, I just don't know if it's going to happen. That might sting for Mal in the end. No, Mal now getting maybe a little bit of lag. Shouldn't matter too much when we check touches. But he's still ahead of Mal, regardless. Oh, Noah Altensee, both of them kind of messing up PDJ a little bit. Mal's going to be slightly ahead. PDJ's not gone well for Noah in tournament. However, I'm sure his ending's going to be better. Noah slides. Mal doesn't. Mal fails ending. Noah's going to take this away with a 33-4. Mal, the ending, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but he takes the DNF. Noah wins the round with a 33-4. That's really unfortunate for Mal. He's been put in amazing positions. Noah's been granting him so many opportunities, but Mal just can't take advantage. Round 3 here. Mal only has one last try to get a solid run. Or else Ancient Tomb will be taken by Noah. More than likely. Both of them probably playing extremely consistently. Just safetying every single turn. I trust Noah's speed on that way more than Mal's. Both of them hit PDJ solidly. But yeah, Noah's going to be like 3/10 ahead of Mal here. Ooh, Mal! Oh, Mal takes the DNF. Noah's going to run away with a 32-8. Oh, Mal just barely missing these jumps. Yeah, that might be it. Unless I don't really see a way. Maybe there's some rule technicality I'm thinking about, but that might give Noah Altensee Tomb. We'll finish it out, see what Mal can do. That's really unfortunate, man. But at the same time, when you're gifted opportunities like he was in this match, you have to take advantage of them. You cannot let them slip by to some silly skill mistake. However, obviously Noah Altensee 32-8. Oh, DQ for Mal. Flicked very heavily there. That's not gonna work. And he fails the ending regardless. 32-7 IGT for Noah. He's locking in after a messy start as well. Mal takes the DNF average. Gives up maybe a little bit on Tomb. He's saying he didn't practice, however. That's on him. And he can't use that as an excuse, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, I think Noah Altensee was expected to win Tomb regardless. I don't think it'll be a huge deal. We'll have to check touches. This match could go to overtime if Mal got some really nice touches. However, it is a pretty big margin to make up. I believe Noah won this match 4-1. Oh, wow. Both of them just so inconsistent on PDJ. Noah Altensee takes the DNF. Mal just wants to finish one solid run out. A 33 just to boost his confidence. 33-4. Well, thank you all so much for watching this match. I mean, we'll have to check touches. It could be really close. I mean, I could see a reality where this could maybe go to overtime, but Mal does have a very big margin to make up here. I'll see you all next time. I'll let you know how it goes. Peace.